first one. If you haven't actually got a set square, most saws have a set square included. This bit's 90 degrees and this bit's 45 degrees. You simply place a saw onto the wood and then draw straight across. So hack number 2, a spinning raw plug. There's nothing to do with the raw plug itself. What you can do is get some electrical tape and just give it a couple of small turns and then pop it back into the hole. Okay, so if you're cutting decorative wood like this with a jigsaw, it's better to cut it from the back. Then you get a nice smooth cut on the front, and also you can see the line you're cutting. Hack number 4, if you're stripping anaglypta or wood chip, the best thing to buy is one of these. It's a spiked roller. So you've got a big heavy object that you need to lift. If you get a long length of rope, double it over. Then take the loop, pass it underneath the object, pulling the loop up so it's just above. So then wrap the rope around your hand a couple of times and it makes it a lot easier to lift. Next time you go to select the piece of wood that you need, if you look diagonally straight along, you can see if there's a twist or a bow in it. When you're scribing out around a hinge, use a sharp knife. It's much more accurate than a pencil, and it starts the cut ready for the chisel. So if you need to strip a small area of wallpaper and you haven't got a wallpaper stripper, you can mix PVA with water and it lifts the lining paper. It makes it really easy to strip it. And the next hack, and this works with any size of door or cupboard or anything that's square or rectangular like this. If you measure from both corners and you get the same measurement, then this must be square on all the corners. If you're going to do a project at home and you buy a load of wood to go inside your house, bring the wood in at least 24 hours before. The longer the better. The wood acclimatises to your home. A loose screw. First support the door and then unscrew the screw. Dip matches in glue and tap into the hole and screw the screws back in. So we recently renovated these doors, but we didn't want the weather to get in between the panels. We didn't want to use decorator's cork with it being outside. After a lot of research, we found this is pretty good stuff. It expands, UV resistant, and as you can see, it's standing up really well. A hole in plasterboard. 2 pieces of wood, about 70mm longer than the hole, and put a screw in the centre. Next, place the wood in the hole with a screw in the centre. Do the same again on the top and then screw all the screws in. And now filling an irregular hole. Okay, so all I've done is to mix up some board adhesive. I mixed it up in a bucket, but I've mixed it up pretty stiff. Squeeze the board adhesive into the hole, and then when it's dry, I'll scrape it back flush. I'll then put scrim tape on it, fill it, and sand it back. An old shredder box actually has a viewing hole generally in front. Pull that out, it makes it really easy to put the hook down and put your hand out without tipping product off.